Okay, mic check, mic, mic test, sorry, mic test, mic test. Give me a while, give me a while. Okay, final mic test and we kickstart. Okay, sounds good here, sounds good. Let me see, Okay, mic test, mic check. Final mic check. Wah, the delay quite bad lah. Wait lah. Okay, I think we are back. Okay, we will start in 1 minute. Okay, one more minute. Just 1 more minute. Okay, so probably 9 o'clock. So same thing, Monday to Thursday. So today is the last stream for the week. Okay. Okay. Final mic check. Last mic check, and then we are good to go. Okay, sounds clear. Okay. Wow, a bit hot. My side here a bit hot. Wait a while. Ooh, fire my house. Okay, so we will be starting, and same thing, Monday to Thursday, so 9 p.m. GMT +8. Thankfully, today probably I'm not too late, okay? So we're going to start right now. Same thing, 3 components, okay, my friend, 3 components. So first thing, I'll talk about the stock market and the stocks, any interesting stocks that I'm looking at and what do I think of the market. Second component of the stream is options, okay, options trading, option strategy, and an update to you. Okay, I want to update you on the live position I'm building and also any changes. There are updates today, okay? And lastly is the more of a chit chat session. The third component is more like a casual chit chat, just to talk about things in general and some of my plans, especially for China stock. Okay, I want to talk about China stocks. What do I plan to do, or what do I want to do in my China stocks at the last part, okay? So you also can give me your comment and views. How should I maneuver through all these things? Okay, so let me just change screen now. We start already. Okay. Happy to see you. Okay, if you all were here in the past few stream, same thing, feel free to say hello. Okay, then when market opens in about 25-30 minutes, we will look through the market again, identify any potential opportunities, share with each other, and then I'll, depending if there are suitable trades, I will do it. Okay. Okay, so today the main stock I want to talk about is Nvidia. Okay. So if you watch my streams from TikTok or even YouTube, I mean not streams, shorts video from TikTok, YouTube, or even Instagram, all this, I thought about me, especially a few months ago, wanting to build position in Nvidia aggressively. Okay. So I won't talk about things like all the transistor, the Vera Rubin, what the AI ecosystem that Nvidia has a strong grip on. Okay, I try to say things that are not found in reports or other videos, so at least you have something new to hear about. Because I know some of you are quite advanced, you all don't want to hear all the numbers, revenue. It's just like repeating from the just repeating from report. I take from CNBC and Yahoo. Sorry, my hair a bit itchy. Okay, not okay, hair itchy. Sorry. So I will try to give you my own perspective, my own views, my take on Nvidia, and how it influenced my options position, whether I sell puts or calls on it. Okay? Okay, so I just want to start off with, I know I said it before, is that one of the reason I invest in company is first I look at the leader, then the business. Okay, always the leader first. A good leader will turn a loss-making company into a profitable one. A shitty leader will turn a profitable company into a loss-making one. So leaders are very important. Nvidia leader is called Jensen Huang. I firmly, strongly believe in him. Okay, he's literally like the top salesman. So if you see in the past few months, okay, if you look at some of the videos, clips of him, he has been going all around the world to make friends, talk to people, talk to the government, ministers, and all the big organizations there like Hyundai, Samsung, Japan, Mitsubishi, all these things. So he goes around doing that in China also. So he has the ability to build good, strong network and friendship. And that is very important because end of the day, you can have all the great technologies, okay, very powerful technologies, but you don't know how to close sales. You don't have interpersonal skill. You cannot make friends. You cannot, do business. No one will buy from you. That's the cold hard truth. But Jensen Huang has the ability to keep making friends. And if you go look at all the past video of him, right, everybody loves him. Not just the businesses, the people on the ground, civilian who wait for him, or his fans, all love him also. And he really know how to build PR, make good branding of Nvidia. He not just talk to the business people, top management, make friends with them, make them feel welcome. He also go and talk to the fans, reporter. Right, legendary, he go and sign on people's jacket, then he even offer them drinks, and he will buy food from the restaurant he's visiting to give to his fans and reporter. And that is next level PR skill, okay? He's not only getting the top business people to buy his products, he's also getting people on the ground, retail investor like us, to buy his products. Okay, I don't want to lie. If you go and look at all the gaming channel Reddit, right, who likes to build computer like Nvidia, GeForce, all these things, 5090, 5070, right, I can tell you the GPU's graphic card are insufficient. Okay, graphic card last 2 years cost about $1,000. Now it's like $3,000. There's literally so much shortage of graphic card, Nvidia graphic card, that the prices are surging. So because of all this combination in totality, from the corporates, from the gamer side, from the fan side, everyone wants to support Jensen Huang. That's why that is one of the huge catalysts to see the price keep going up. Remember, stock market prices are determined by the people, not your products, not your fundamentals. If people don't buy your shares, the price won't go up. So what he's doing is literally next level PR. So that's one key important thing I want to talk about, why I believe so much in Nvidia. So remember, he's not just selling GPUs, he goes around convincing people, the businesses, that AI is the future, even the leaders of the country, the government. Last one, he went to Japan to visit the trade minister who wore a jacket same as him. I don't know, is it to pay homage or tribute to each other or to make fun of each other? I keep wearing jacket. But that is the PR skill he has. Okay, that's it. So that makes him very different from other leaders. A lot of leaders, CEO, chairperson, they don't do that. They don't go around making friends, take videos, showcase, give food to all the fans. Maybe except Elon Musk, he has a way to market himself, do all the funny tweets, scold the Disney CEO on television, F him or whatever, to drum out all the interest. So that's why he's one of those few leaders who could do that. Okay, you compare other CEO, okay, be it from what Mercedes, Visa, PayPal, or even other tech industry, they don't really do that. But Jensen Huang does that. So there's one edge over. That's why this is something I feel a lot of people overlooked it. People only look at the report, revenue, transistor, capacity, tokens it can generate, but never look at the other aspects like all these soft skills, which I think is key in taking the company to next level. Okay, so that's one reason. So number two, I also want to highlight about sovereign AI. So in short, it means that government, okay, just now I talk about governor, right, the leaders of the country, be the government, president, prime minister, all the countries are wanting to build AI now, sovereign AI. So not just US, not just China, Korea, Japan, even Europe, even my local country, Singapore or even Malaysia, all these things, they all want to build AI for the government. Okay, government want to start using AI to improve productivity on this. And the bulk of all these GPU chips businesses are powered by Nvidia. Okay, cold hard truth. Okay. In fact, I can tell you there's some numbers off my hand. I can't remember, but if I'm not wrong, I think Jensen or someone said that, okay, Nvidia sovereign AI, the businesses with all this governance, has grown like 3 times or triple to a few $100 billion. So there's real demands and numbers. It's not just hearsay, I say, you say. It's true that demand from all these government leaders of these countries have went up. In fact, tripled. It has tripled. So all these government want to build not just AI for productivity, it's also for defense, okay, for information collecting, to protect against spy or whatever. So that's why Nvidia is not only just targeting the corporate level, the retail level investor or the gamers, okay, they're actually targeting governance now, okay, sovereign, okay. So this is something that I think has huge upside. Remember, who is the richest people in the world? It's the government usually, okay. Why government collect tax, right? They just, let's raise tax, up tax. Like Trump, collect tax, tariff tax here and there, right? So government usually are the richest. Like Singapore, up tax, GST, 9%, 10, 11%, all these things. Malaysia also, right? Even Japan recently lower tax, okay, maybe. But like a lot of country, they just up tax. And who gets the most amount? Government. Government collect tax. So they have tons of money to spend on Nvidia chips if they want to. Okay, so that's one thing I want to highlight as well. Okay, so some other quick facts lah. Okay, I don't want to dwell too much because my stream only lasts 1 hour. I don't want to go further than that because I know everyone is busy, tired, don't want to hear me talk for 5 hours. Okay, I'm also too tired to talk for 5 hours. Most of you watch my short, so it's like very fast. So this stream is usually the time where I have the opportunity to explain to you more in depth about my thought processes on certain actions and my takes on certain stocks. My shorts is 1 minute, so I can't really explain much, but I give you a quick gist. Okay, so this stream whole purpose is to give you more depth, but kept to 1 hour. So the rest of the point I just want to briefly share is not too much, just a brief one is that, okay, so Nvidia, one of their key element is, if you notice during a gold rush, I know some of you heard before, it's not the gold digger who earns the most money. Okay, it's the one who sell the shovels, okay, all the equipment to dig gold that earns the most money. So everyone go dig gold, right? Rush. The one who makes the most money, not the person who dig gold. It's the person who sell you the equipment, shovel, trolley, okay, to collect the gold. So the equipment, the owner who sell all these things are the one who makes the most money. Same scenario for Nvidia. Same scenario. So Nvidia is doing what? They are selling chips to AI companies like tech or Google, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, government, even other countries. Okay, everyone is buying chips from Nvidia to catch up with the AI race. So Nvidia role is what? Selling shovel, selling the means and equipment to let you all chase the AI. So that's one another factor that I believe Nvidia could do well in the long run. Okay, and also it's not just hearsay once again, it's through facts and figures. You go and look at the past report. In fact, past few earnings, right? We have earnings report from Microsoft, Apple, Alphabet. They all have been increasing their capex, especially Alphabet. They spend 205 billion until their cash flow is negative. Why? Because they are buying all these chips from Nvidia, building infrastructures to capture demand. So there is real product being delivered and bought by other companies. It's not just Nvidia write some magic numbers, we sold 10 billion worth. No, it's real buying those stuff from Nvidia. And you can see companies spending billions of dollars keep increasing their spending capex because to buy all these chips. So it's real actual figures. Okay, so just last point, okay, I just want to highlight that Jensen also next level is that he create new markets. Okay, in the past when ChatGPT AI came out, it's purely from the software perspective. It's all about you type something, it generate you a prompt or response. So people like that. People feel that it can create all these responses or even potentially take over Google, Alphabet, all these things. So that was the whole thought initial wave. But as time progressed, people realized AI can do more. And he has been going around creating that new potential market like AI robotics or agentics or whatever, autonomous production, all these things. And he not just say, he go and talk to those leaders like, like example Japan, Hyundai, all these companies in South Korea, and he go around convincing them, talking about all this future robotics AI. That's what he's good at. He create a whole new entire AI market. Okay, going around convincing people, make friends, and do that. That's why I think overall, my personal take is Nvidia still has a lot of rooms to grow. Okay, they are still literally at the start only, and a lot of countries are also just beginning their AI only. Okay, especially Japan, they have actually a lot of great products. Okay, great a lot. They are actually very good in machinery, all these things, but it's not very well known. That's the problem. But with this new AI element built in, I think they can potentially restart the Great Japan again. And it seems like the leader are very convinced by that when Jensen Huang proposed this thing to them. And I also think it makes sense, okay, since Japan, a lot of hardworking people, a lot of good, they have a lot of good engineers, if I'm not wrong, very good meticulous one, precision, that they are good in create all these things, robots, all this machinery. So I think with this new AI element, it could bring them further, and that really drives them to want to adopt it. Okay, so last thing, okay, just talk about Nvidia shares alone, okay. So personally, you can see from Nvidia shares, it has been trending upwards, 160, 180, 190, now recently 220. So Nvidia announcing result, I think in about 3 weeks time, I think 28th of August or 29th of August. I look forward to that. Definitely will cover it and give you my opinion. So I noticed a trend in Nvidia price, okay, that's my own take. Not financial advice, don't follow me or quote me, okay, remember, I'm a pigeon investor, okay, I'm a bird man. I talk bird language, okay, 脚尾 they call it. So it's called bird language, okay, 脚尾 means bird language, okay. So don't quote me or don't follow me, okay. So I notice every time before Nvidia announce result, the stock will tend to trend upwards, okay, because they tend to anticipate good result. And most of the time, Nvidia always beat earnings because there are so much businesses coming in. In fact, they also have some bottleneck in terms of chips constraint, material constraint. That's why they have a partnership with TSMC, for TSMC to provide quite a number of raw materials to Nvidia to build those GPU. So as time passes, every time I notice, closer to the earnings release, Nvidia will trend upwards. And once earnings release, right, and let's say the result announced beat all analyst expectation, the price will retract a bit or stay sideways. And that's what I noticed. So I think likely the same pattern for upcoming result. In fact, we can start seeing it already. Nvidia price has been trending upwards closer to the announcement of result in about 3 weeks time. So probably once it announce result, earnings are good, big expectation, wow, very good, like market, I think the stock will probably take a setback, okay, it will have a bit of sell down or probably trend sideways again. Before the next earning result, it start to trend upwards again. So the reason why I think is because people kind of anticipate good results, so they start to buy it upwards because they don't want to miss the boat. And then once the result earnings are out, okay, people know that, oh yeah, correct, you see, align with my expectation. So that's why the price don't go up further sometimes, because it's already built in. People already think that, oh, their result will be good, so it's already factored into the price. And the sell down is usually due to people taking profit, okay, people want to collect some money, they have made the money, maybe they make 5%, so they want to sell out. So that's why there's usually a bit of setback, okay, then it will stay sideways for a while before the next report, and then once it comes maybe 3 weeks before, it will start the trend upwards again. So that is the trend I noticed about Nvidia. So make do with the information, I mean, it's up to you, okay. So personally, I hold quite a number of puts and shares on Nvidia. I can tell you upfront now, it's about, I think, 5 to 7% of my portfolio. I'm aiming to bring Nvidia to at least 10%, okay, at least 10%, hopefully more. So you can see, in fact, my third screen below, okay, third screen below is all the puts options position I hold. Later when the market open, we will discuss and I'll give you an update on my options position. But you can see I currently hold about 4 Nvidia puts, okay, in this Tiger Broker account, okay, more in otherwhere else. So that's how how much conviction I have in Nvidia. I'm willing to sell puts on it. If I get assigned, no problem. I take assignment. If I don't get assignment, it's okay. I collect the premiums, okay? One of the part of this channel is also the option view strategy. In case you are new here, okay, I also talk about the option view strategy which I use to make about $5,000 to $6,000 per month consistently. So that's why I'm also very into option selling. So if you like option selling, also feel free to highlight or ask any questions or give us your views so we can learn from you also. Okay, can. Okay, so that's about Nvidia for now. Let me drink some water. Okay, if you have any questions about Nvidia or points, feel free to highlight, okay? By the way, like I said, if you were here previously, feel free to say hi, hello, all these things. Because sometimes you put comments, it doesn't appear in my chat or screen. I don't know why. Or I could have missed out. So if you have a questions or you drop a chat message, I didn't reply, just say it again, okay? Just repeat. Okay, I want to make sure I respond to all your messages, okay? Feel free, let me know any questions or all these things. Let me see who got say. AI viewers. Okay, probably this one is something else. Sometimes there might be spam, so usually I see it. Okay, probably not. So if your comments get blocked, it's not because I delete. No, maybe the auto AI remove it or whatever. Because maybe sometimes they are spam or what. So any question? Let me see. Okay, so that's all for Nvidia. Yeah, so overall my take is that I'm still bullish on Nvidia. I look forward to their result, and I just want to be honest, just my own personal view, okay? I want to be very clear that Nvidia is a high risk, high return stock, okay? I personally think Nvidia has the potential to change people's life, okay? But it's very high risk. That's why if you do options on it, the implied volatility is almost 40% or 44%. 2 times of those other companies like what Alphabet, Apple, that kind. So you can imagine the risk you could be facing. But like I said, I have so much faith in the leader, the management of Nvidia, and what they are doing. My take is they have so much more work to complete, to do. So Nvidia will be here for a much longer time. And I foresee tech and AI as the future. Nvidia will continue to play an important role in that. So that's why my take is, okay, not financial advice, okay? I'm willing to take the risk on Nvidia. That's why I'm building a big position as much as possible. Because I really think that Nvidia has the potential to change life. Okay, I mean, let's say you invest, okay, let's talk about dividend stocks. Okay, people sometimes like to talk about dividend stocks to me. Okay, let's say example you're Singapore, even US, okay, you have Coca-Cola, McDonald's, P&G, Johnson and Johnson. I know all this because last time I used to buy this kind of dividend stocks from the US market. Then Singapore, you got REITs, banks, DBS, okay. I'm not familiar with all the markets, but I know Canada also have a lot of good energy, material markets, commodity that pay decent dividend, average about 5%. Yes, 5% is not bad. I mean, you can get by. You slowly build, let's say you keep investing. Yes, 20, 30 years down the road, you could still build a million portfolio, slow and steady. I think no problem. But I just feel that it is not fast enough for me personally, especially in this inflationary environment, hyperinflationary in fact. Every year, sometimes 5 to 10%. The grocery shop, called NTUC in this country, okay, it's called NTUC. It's a neighborhood supermarket. Raise prices like nobody business. Like just 1 year ago, this product maybe $12 for the bag of tea. Now it's $15. Ridiculous, It's just like up 10-20%. I just cannot figure it out. So that's why I feel 5% dividend no longer cut it. Okay, so I'm willing to take the risk. That's why I buy stock pick to build a bigger portfolio. And Nvidia is the one stock that I believe is potentially life-changing. Okay, if I put 100K right now, I quickly build it up to 100K, probably in about 1 year or 2 years time, right? Who knows, in 5 years time, it could potentially, triple my returns, or even quadruple from 100K become 400K in 3 to 5 years time. I know it's a bit ambitious, okay, ambitious for sure, but I'm willing to take that risk, okay? So how I funnel that is, okay, I cover in my shop, but let me just quickly recap. How I quickly build position on Nvidia is to also use the combination of option strategy. I use a combination of selling cash cover put and cash cover call, okay, on Nvidia position. So I can earn the premiums, and with the premiums, I buy even more Nvidia. Okay, that's my strategy. So I'm going heavy on Nvidia now because all the reason I said above to build Nvidia aggressively because I see huge potential in them. So to accelerate this growth, okay, to not wait for 30 years to build $1,000,000 portfolio, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I want to make it faster because I'm willing to take that risk. I use a combination, okay, buy and hold plus selling covered calls on the position I own, so I can quickly accelerate more position in Nvidia. So overall, that's my take on Nvidia and what I plan to do with Nvidia for the coming future. Okay, so if you have any disagreement, other thoughts process, feel free to share with me. So today, main thing the first part, I just talk about Nvidia, okay? Yeah, so feel free to say hi if you were in the previous stream or you are new to the stream, so I can say hi to you also. And you have any questions also can let me know. So I stream Monday to Thursday, so today will be the last stream of the week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes got bonus stream, but so far no lah. So far no bonus stream on Friday, Saturday, Sunday because too tired already. Because I also trade 1 DTE at times, 1 date to expiry options, so it can be quite tiring. Okay, I drink some water, then we move to second part, options trading. Yeah. By the way, those who are watching, I hope you have a good weekend. Good weekend. Weekend coming soon, right? Yeah, Thursday already. Remember I started the stream on Monday. It was like, Monday blues, man. Everyone was so tired. So now that it's coming to a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday coming, tomorrow in fact. So hopefully everyone will get a good rest on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, recharge yourself, relax a bit, and hopefully earn some money from the stock market. Okay, so let's move on to the options component. Okay, so I changed the screen. Okay, now my face below because some people feedback to me, hey, your options I cannot see, blocked by the words. Okay, so I put it at the top, put my face below. Okay, never see, never mind, at least you see the option. So first screen on top is all the options position I'm holding. So you can see I have Apple, Nvidia, okay, Microsoft no more because I closed all, and then SPY, all these things. So rule number one, just to emphasize, only sell cash cover puts on companies you want to own. Okay, if you sell on companies you don't want to own, you get assigned, which you will. You cannot run away from assignment if you sell cash cover put. There will come a day you get assigned. You don't want to be stuck with the stock, especially the stock which has poor fundamentals, cannot recover, you are in trouble. Okay, so you can see my top 3 favorite company, Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, all I sell options on because I don't mind getting assigned. Okay. Okay, so let's go to the first 2 row, the Apple put options position I built. Okay, I show you can see my mouse. Okay, can see. Okay, I highlighted the first 2. So just to give you an update, okay, so if you all were here in the previous stream, we always do live, okay, I share with you every trade that I make for the position. So previously, just last Friday, I opened an Apple put position, strike price of 255. I've closed that position yesterday because Apple, the contract has hit a 50% profit margin. Okay, so in just 1 week, 1 week I managed to capture 50% of the premiums. So I'm not going to wait for another 4 weeks or 1 month to capture the remaining 50%. Okay, so my target is always, like I said, 50% profit margin. I close the contract and then I move on and sell other position. So honestly, upfront, like I said yesterday, you all can see 3 Apple put, okay, 3 Apple put on top. So today only left 2 Apple put because one of the put position I closed it already. So back then strike price was 255, the premium was $120. So I buy back at 50%, so I paid $60 for it. I received $120 premium, so I earned $60, okay, per contract. So to be honest, $60, don't sound a lot, right? But here's the thing, $60 in just like 5 days, I think it's pretty decent. Okay, not say a lot of money, yes, but it's decent. Plus, the whole idea of this option view strategy, remember, it's not about making big wins, big money. No. Option view strategy is to make money steadily, consistently, be it through up and down market. So the whole idea is through this consistent winning, you want to keep making multiple small wins, which adds up to a big win. So it's very different. Your perspective must change when it comes to using this option view strategy. When you sell all this cash cover put or covered cost, the whole idea is to have lots of small wins. Okay, multiple small wins here and there throughout the day that accumulate to a big win. Whereas the other way around is if you buy and hold, also no problem, is to wait for a big win. Usually buy and hold is to see that, oh, I hope that Nvidia could potentially 10x my money, 5x my money, that kind. So you have to wait usually a longer period of time, or maybe hope that the couple of days, if you're short-term, mid-term trading, you hope the market can, or whatever, the company can up a lot of times. So that's not what we are looking for here. We are looking for consistent multiple small wins throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the months. Not just one big win. Okay, so this is something you just have to change your perspective, that wins are small. Okay, we have to accept it. It can be $50, $100, a few $100, or $1,000, that kind. You won't get big wins like $10,000, $50K, that kind. No. When you sell cash cover put, especially using the view strategy, this is what we are gearing towards to. Unless you want to do those zero DTE, you want to buy zero DTE, buy those short-term DTE, that is gambling pretty much, to be honest. Buying zero DTE is no skill, to be honest. Okay, you go to speak to those experienced people from Wall Street bets, all these things. Those seasoned people or seasoned investors will tell you upfront, those zero DTE, yeah, big money, potentially can 10x, 20x, or even 100x your money. But those have no skill, literally gamble. Okay, literally it's taking chance. Okay. So that's why, okay, back to this idea, $60 may not seem a lot, but imagine you sell a few contracts here and there, like other brokerage account also sell some contracts on that. So $60 here, $50 here, $100, $500, eventually it adds up very quickly. Okay, you look at some of my position, most of them are profitable. Later I try to show you, I try to adjust the screen a bit to show you all the profit and loss on all these put position. Then you can see, all turning green. So it does add up. In fact, let's not waste time. I try to show it now, okay? Show it now to you, okay? Since market open already, okay? Open already. So you can see all my put position, first screen, okay? Apple, Google, Microsoft, everything, SPY, okay? Because I'm still figuring out the OBS, like I said, I only started streaming last Monday, okay? Okay, so forgive me, I'm still trying to figure out some of the system and software. Yeah, I'm mostly on TikTok and doing shorts and also YouTube. So streaming is a bit new to me. Okay, so you can see first picture, all the companies put position I own on the left side. So I shift the screen to the right so you can see the profit and loss. Okay, can see or not? Okay, I think somewhere here. Okay, I think can here can. So you can see all the P and L, profit and loss on the right side. Okay, unrealized P and L. Okay, it basically means the profit that I made. Okay, so you can see all this profit I made, $60, $100, $400, $200. Like Nvidia puts, you see from this row, my arrow cursor here, it's up 39%. Can see or not? Let me see. Wait, I shift a bit more. Pardon me. Give me chance. Still learning the software. Okay. Now I think can already. Okay. So I figured out. Okay. So you can see the unrealized P and L and unrealized P and L percentage, the cursor here. Example, Nvidia. See, it has 39% profit, 29% profit, all these things. So you can see, I know it's not a lot of money, like 10K, 50K, that kind of returns. But it's a few $100 here and there, 200, 300, or even like, SPY put, SPY put is like what, 500, 2,000 profit here and there. So it adds up. Okay, so the whole idea of this option view strategy, number one, you have to be patient. Number two, you must have the perspective is that you are not here for the big win, big money. You are here for the small wins, multiple small money that adds up to a big money, to the big win. Okay, so like I said, my target is about 5 to 6K USD per month for now. Okay, I'm not trying to grow more because I want to manage my risk level. But yeah, maybe a few years down the road, as my portfolio grows bigger, I want to build more position and take more risks. So by then maybe I aim for $7,000 to $8,000 per month from from option selling. So hopefully I get to show you all these multiple small wins, okay, that adds up to a big win. Okay, by the way, any questions, feel free to stop me, okay? I go back to the position here so you all can see the position I have. So all live, so no need to scared what whether real or not or what. So the whole idea is to let you all know the reality of this option selling strategy. Okay, in short, it's called the real strategy. It's not like you get a lot of free big money. Okay, no, it's patience really. People who fail the option view strategy is because no patience or greedy. Really, just only these two reasons. No patience or greedy only. Because they want high premiums. So they start selling all kinds of high risk contracts. High IV like SpaceX. Now SpaceX premium IV is 88%. Very high, but very risky. Poor fundamentals. So people impatient, right? Don't want to wait. They just want quick money. They want 10x their money in one day. So they go do SpaceX. Then they lose until, they lose till their pants are gone. No more pants already. Lose until they have to sell their pants and underpants. Okay, so that's the option component I want to talk about. Yeah, and to give you an update, okay, I've closed my Apple, okay, just to share with you all. So now I'm left with 2 Apple put position. So every time I open and close position, I will give you updates, okay, as much as possible. But like I said, disclaimer a bit, okay, I have multiple brokerage account. I also open similar contracts for other account because I don't want to put all my money in one account. If the brokerage firm go down, there will be delay. I cannot trade because it takes time. When the brokerage go down, usually your shares are safe, assuming like you invest in using the correct brokerage, your share will be safe. But it takes time for the company to transfer the shares, the asset to another brokerage account. So there will be delay. Okay, I don't repeat this part. Okay, I don't repeat this part. I said it a few times before. So that's why I have multiple account. Usually about, okay, I cap about 200K plus minus per account. So same thing, if I sell an Apple put here, it's the same thing. I will sell the same direction, same pricing for other accounts. So in short, I just sell more contracts of it. Okay, because it's about position sizing. Okay, because based on your portfolio, okay, I'll be upfront, I have a 1 million portfolio, so I'm able to sell more contracts, take more risks. Okay, if you have a smaller portfolio, no problem, you just sell lesser contracts. Okay, remember, don't be greedy, size up your position properly based on your portfolio, your cash flow, your own personal finance obligation. Then accordingly, you just act on it. Okay, so don't worry, like I said, all the position, direction, strike price I sell, I just update here. Okay, so you also can hear, and because some of you all want me to show more of the live trade, okay, so here you are. Of course, now I'm also trying to figure out what button to press, all these things to demonstrate to you. But for some reason, when I right click trade, the box disappears. So if there's a chance, I will show you the step-by-step button, what I click, the fees I pay, all this, okay? But for now, these are all my strategy, my takes on the options position. So any questions can let me know. I try my best to answer them. Okay, let me see. Next up is, yeah, so really the whole of this option view strategy is really about adhering to your own rules, okay? I have my own specific rules when it comes to all these option selling, covered calls, all this. So remember, rules, I have to emphasize that always adhere to the rules you set for yourself, okay? There's a reason you set certain rules, right? Probably through your experience, your learning, your knowledge, your research. You know all these rules work for you. Okay, different rules work for different people. Okay, some people, okay, don't want to adhere certain rules of yours. It's normal because it's your own rules. Why must I follow yours? What work for you may not work for me. And same thing, all the rules I set for myself, 50% profit or whatever, may not work for you, okay? So option view strategy once you have established certain rules that work for you, remember, try to adhere to them. Like I said, 50% profit margin is the rule I adhere to, and I always stick to it. Whether you want to call it discipline, routine, pattern, or whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, you set certain rules, adhere to it, because rules are through your own experience, knowledge, and it works for you. Why aren't you following something that works for you? Okay, so option view strategy, must stick to your own rules. Don't be greedy. Size your position. Then you can keep making money consistently. Okay, I just covered one last part about the options today. Okay, okay, just one last part. Before we move on to the market, because I want to identify some opportunities and then discuss with you. Okay, so options, right? One of the option value strategy, right? One hidden component, or should I say one essence of it that people don't talk about is you must be willing to hold stocks. Your willingness to buy and hold stocks. What do I mean? Okay, you know, option view strategy, people always talk about, oh, sell cash cover put, then when you get assigned, sell cover call, then once you get called away, you sell another cash cover put. So it goes around. That's the view strategy. Okay, but a lot of intricacies, small tiny details and essence of the view strategy is not really discussed. So I want to let you know that one of the way to build a big portfolio, okay, is the willingness to hold stock via the option view strategy. Let me give you an example. Okay, let's say Apple. Okay, I sell a lot of cash cover put on Apple and calls. So sometimes when I sell cash cover puts on Apple, I'm very happy to get assigned because I like Apple, I believe in the company. So I'm actually buying Apple at a discount. Okay, so give you an example. Apple now is $120. Okay, the market now value Apple at $120. I sell a cash cover put with a strike price of Apple $100. Okay, so Apple is $120 now. 1 month later, Apple dropped to $100 or $90. I have to buy Apple share because I wrote a contract, right? Cash cover put. I agreed strike price of Apple $100. So I have to buy Apple shares at $100. Even Apple dropped to $90 or $80, I still have to buy Apple at $100. Okay. Now you think logically, when I first sell that put, when I first wrote that contract, Apple was valued at $120. Would I be happy to buy Apple at $120 or Apple at $100? Of course, $100, right? So you see, it's like a win-win situation for me. I want to own Apple, then I don't mind paying, but I can buy at a discount. Why not? So I write a strike price of $100. Yeah, Apple even dropped to $90. It's okay. I still buy Apple at $100. And you compare $100 to $90. Yeah, maybe at that point of time, 30 days later, Apple dropped to $90. I lost $10 per share. But if I had bought Apple at $120, then Apple dropped to $90, I would have lost $30 per share. So that is one mindset you need to have, is that able to buy a great company at a discount is one of the essence of the view strategy. Now, number two, very important, is the view strategy is designed to make you money consistently. But like I said, it's not designed to let you make tons of money in a short period of time. So if you do all the back testing, all the data backlog, all these things, right? I want to be honest with you all that the one that gives the most return is still buy and hold. Okay, long term wise, buy and hold will still beat the view strategy. I want to be very honest with that. No need to sugarcoat, no need to try to claim that, oh, option view strategy is the best. Keep making money left, right, center, round and round and round and round. Okay, that is not true. Okay, buy and hold, statistically data proven, backlog, all these things to give you the most return. So the whole idea is to, sorry, I drink water, thirsty, talk too much. Sorry, pardon me. I'm back, sorry, I coughed too loud, sorry. Okay, so the whole idea of option view strategy is to keep making consistent income, like a few $1,000s here and there. But you have to build in one more element, which is to buy and hold stock via the option view strategy, which I talked about earlier, selling cash cover put and get assignment. Because only through holding stock for a long period of time can you build a huge portfolio? So the whole idea is to use a combination of strategy. You sell option view, no problem. You keep farming premiums. But at the same time, when you get assignment, you hold them. And then if you want to make additional money, yeah, you can sell cover costs on them. So for example, you manage to collect Apple at $100, okay? Wow, not bad, right? $100, okay. Then if you want to make money on top of these 100 shares you have, you sell covered costs. And because you don't want the shares to get caught away, because hold for a long year will give you a higher return. So you build in the strategy by holding the stocks. And to make money on that, you sell covered call with far away strike price. So example, Apple, okay, at $100, you don't want your shares to get caught away. Then you put a strike price at example $150. Very far, right? For Apple to go for 100 to 150 is quite difficult, right? To be honest, it's really quite difficult. So likely your covered call will expire worthless. You get to keep the premiums and you still get to hold the shares. Okay, so I just give you an example. But of course, the further strike price you sell, the lesser premiums you get. So this is something you have to bear in mind, okay? So that's why the whole idea of the view strategy is not just cash cover put, covered cost, cash cover put, covered cost, okay? So some of the tiny essence and elements that you also should bear in mind is you must be willing to hold the stocks, okay? Buy and hold when the time comes, okay? Because like I said, buy and hold will still give you the most return. But you don't want to just buy and hold, you still want to make money, right? You still want to keep getting consistent income. So that's where the cover call comes in the picture. So how much should you hold? How much should you sell as cover call? What is the delta strike price? That one is entirely up to you. Okay, I covered it in the previous stream, so I won't repeat. Okay, you can watch my VOD. Okay, if not I keep repeating. Some of the viewers bored already. So all this whole strategy takes into consideration, and that if you keep doing this and you keep accumulate, right, eventually with this option view strategy, you will accumulate your position very quickly, okay, really very quickly. And then depending on your sizing, okay, how much you want to hold, your cash flow, let's say you have 500 Apple, you don't have to sell cover call on 500 apples. You can sell maybe like 300 or 400 Apple, and you can stagger the strike price. Okay, if you scared all get caught away, you just sell some at very far away, and you want to make more premiums on some of them, then you sell closer to the current stock price. That's all. Okay, the trick here is always stagger, so you have better flexibility and better cash flow management. Okay, so hopefully I managed to cover another part about the option view strategy and giving you my own personal opinion now. Okay. 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 Hey, good evening, Yap. Good evening, Yap. Hey, good to see you again, Yap. Good to see you again. Really happy to see you. Thanks for joining again. By the way, Yaf has always been on the stream, so always look forward to seeing. Hope you had a great day, Yaf. Really hope you had a great day. Hope work was okay. Well, like I said, Friday is coming tomorrow, weekend coming, so hope you get a good rest as well. How do I pronounce Soka, Soka. Hey, hi Soka, nice to see you. Soka Lova, nice to see you. Hey, thanks for dropping by, thanks for saying hi. Are you showing tiger movement? This currently is a tiger. So the screen you see, right, the platform I'm using is tiger for this one I'm showing you. I show tiger is because our tiger is a bit more user friendly, to be honest. If you have used IBKR before, right, it's very laggy, okay, it's very bloated, because IBKR is very advanced software. A lot of tools for advanced trader, but because it's so bloated, it's very laggy, and I think I will trouble showing you all the numbers. So I use Tiger better. And Tiger is also easier to use, to be honest. But the fees wise, personally, actually, I don't think Tiger is much more expensive. Maybe a little bit more expensive than IBK, that's all. Yeah, so just to answer your question, I'm using Tiger now as a screen, okay? Hey, what broker are you using? Also Tiger, is it? Okay, so just one last thing, okay? Let's go to the market now. Okay, come, let's go. Okay, I got 12 more minutes. I try to keep it to 1 hour, okay? Okay, so let's look at the downside. Okay, so not a lot of red market today. Seems the market quite healthy today. Okay, So I just want to give you all my take on Alphabet, okay? So I know Alphabet has been dropping a little bit the past few. Let me see, can you all see? No? Let me see. I adjust my screen a bit. I adjust my screen a bit now. Wait, sorry, I still a bit new to the software, so forgive me. Okay, maybe let that clearer, okay? Okay, so actually, Alphabet, okay, Google, okay, has been trending now. I think the peak was what, 330, it went to 30. So it's been trending up downwards, okay? So probably, maybe profit taking or whatever, okay? So actually, I want to tell you honestly, I'm very tempted to sell a put on Alphabet, okay? Because since price is trending downwards, premium quite decent, and I'm a huge fan of Alphabet. But I'm very hesitant now because of the amount of Alphabet I'm holding. Okay, I'm trying to reduce my Alphabet position because my top 3 company, Apple, Microsoft, and Alphabet, I want to bring them to equal weightage. So I will do a short video soon on my portfolio update, probably this or next week, and then I'll discuss with you all in depth on my portfolio current position because it has been quite some time since I talked about my portfolio. Okay, so you see my options position on the top first screen. So you can see row number 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, at my arrow cursor here. So you can see I'm already holding 4 Google puts, okay, with 4 Alphabet puts. So if I add one more Alphabet put, it's actually breaking my own rules, okay? Like I said, I try to keep each company that I sell covered calls or put position, or especially cash cover put, to no more than 20% of the portfolio. So in short, I try to limit all my Google puts I have to no more than 200k. So imagine now I sell one more put here, and then I sell another one more put across my other brokerage account. It will exceed 200k, and that is when I start to be greedy. Okay, so lesson I want to share with you is that I'm really very tempted, to be honest, to sell a cash cover put on Google, okay? Because I believe it in the long run, I like the company a lot, and the premium is decent now because it has been selling downwards, trending downwards. Remember, when the stock price goes down, its underlying option, the premium for cash cover put will go up. Okay, so I'm here sharing with you all the importance of adhering to your own rules. Okay, I already hold 4 Google put, I cannot afford to add more Google put. If not, I'm subjecting myself to risk. Imagine, okay, if Google really drop a lot, Alphabet, decide, okay, Alphabet means Google, okay, let's just use the word Alphabet. If Alphabet drop, maybe crash to 200, I'm in trouble. Okay, so just a reminder, option view strategy, selling option, cannot be greedy, must adhere to your own rules, okay? So yeah, I already have 4 puts here and 4 puts elsewhere, so I cannot add more puts already, okay? In fact, 4 puts is almost like what, 120k, 110k already, so I have to control myself. Okay, so that's an update on my thought processes on the options, and I also share with you all, okay, summarize is that I closed my Apple put. So let's just see the market, any other opportunities. So I don't mind opening Microsoft puts because I don't have any now, because I closed all the position on Apple and Microsoft puts, sorry. Wow, Nvidia up again. Now it's at 223. So you can see Nvidia. Okay, let's just open it up and discuss. Okay. Classical example. Okay, you see my second screen. Just now I talked about Nvidia price pattern behavior. Okay, because I've been researching into Nvidia a lot. So you can see Nvidia 5 days ago, it started off with 195 here. Then you see it keep trending upwards to 223. So if you notice again, if you backtrack the chart, same thing, 2 to 3 weeks before the result, earnings result, it will keep trending upwards. Okay, then when result release, right, it's a good result, then it will have a sell down, a little bit of sell down. So that's the pattern I feel, okay? So Nvidia has went up, so honestly I can't sell more puts on it, okay? So my take is I will wait a while more. If my Nvidia position turn 50% profit, I will just close. Okay, like I said, I don't like to hold contracts that are over the earnings result season. So example, let's say I hold Nvidia 30 days contract, right? And it goes over the earnings season, I will close before the earnings result date. Because I don't want to subject myself to that volatility. Who knows, Nvidia announce bad result, I'll be in trouble, right? then the stock price crash, my options from profitable to non-profitable. So I avoid that. The exception is if I'm holding long-term contracts, like 6 months, 9 months, 1 year, then I don't mind holding over the earnings season because there's more future earnings season, more time length for the stock to recover. So remember, short-term contract, especially 1 DTE, 2 weekly DTE, or even monthly DTE, I avoid holding over the earnings result day. I avoid that. In fact, 1 week before the earnings result, I will have closed the position. Okay, so I just want to share with you my strategy and thinking behind it. That short-term contract, short-term options that I sell, I don't hold it over the earnings announcement. Okay, I don't do that because it's quite risky, to be honest. Long-term contract, of course, I will hold, no problem. Okay, so that's Nvidia that we cover. Okay, so let me see. Nvidia, is it 50% profit already? I think just now we talked is about 40%, right? Let me see. Wow, this one a bit laggy. Sorry, give me a while. Okay, my highest profitable Nvidia put position is 41%. So nope, I stick to my rules first. So 50%, then I close. Okay, can. Let me see. Let me see. I got any new move I can potentially make today. Let me see Apple. Apple is keep going up. Wow, 316. Oh my god. You know, yesterday we were just talking about Apple about 305, right? And I want to buy because I'm so worried Apple will go up. Then I cannot buy because I want to build more Apple position. In fact, I'm looking to buy 20 shares. So, you know, I was hoping it will go to 280, 290, but it didn't materialize. So honestly, at 316, I might just have to buy it, but I probably buy lesser. Instead of 20 shares, maybe I buy 10 shares. I'll keep you updated. Okay, I hope Apple can retrace a bit. You know, they are weak forward guidance, but it's still climbing back up. So it shows how resilient Apple is. Like I said, maybe people realize Apple can easily raise prices. So what? They have memory chip constraint, all these things. They just raise prices and then their revenue will go up again. Okay, like I said, they have pricing power. Maybe people realize that and they start to buy into it. So I'll be upfront with you, at 315 is not the most attractive to me. I hope it can go back to at least 305, 310, then I can build some position. So for now, I see how it goes. But if it hit 305, 310, I will surely buy in. Okay, then I'll update you on how many stocks I bought. But at 316, a little bit more than what I want to pay for. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, but if really no choice, I will still buy at 316. Okay, I mean long term, if I believe it will go up to $1,000, I shouldn't be too bothered by that $6. Okay, but short term wise, mid term wise, we all hope to make more money. So I try to hopefully I get to buy a bit cheaper. If not, I will just get it at 316. Okay, no choice, just go for it. So I try to share with you all my position, my thoughts, my plans early. Then your hopefully, like I said, end of the day, I hope my sharing helps you to make money. That's all. Okay, if it helps you to make money, I'm very happy. Mission accomplished. Okay, that's the whole purpose of this channel. I hope everyone can make money. That's all. Oh, sorry, thirsty. I drink a bit water. Okay, wow, SPY 770 now. Oh my lord. Is it all-time high? Let me see. Close to all-time high. SPY $770. Like I said, I covered in the last stream. I won't repeat. Okay, Trump believed that Dow Jones Index can double to 100,000 point. Okay, so you take it as it is. See what you want to do with the news. Okay, it's a few months ago news. My belief is that market will continue to trend upwards, probably in the mid to long term. Not financial advice, Not financial advice. Don't call the police on me. Okay, you decide what you want to do with the information. Okay, so I think that's about it. I don't think there's any put position I can open. So okay, that's all. Okay, so that's all for the options component. I won't speak further on that. So if you have any thoughts, just let me know. And then okay, 9:58 already, so late. Okay, by the way, Over here is a 9:58 in my Singapore time zone here. Okay, let me see. Okay, like I said, I missed out a question. Please repeat. Please repeat. Okay, let me see. I'm using Tiger, bigger player. Oh, yeah. Yeah, correct. So, I honestly think it's good to spread your money across more brokerage account. Uh, I mean, not mandatory because end of the day, most of the brokerage account now, like I said, the assets, like the stock you buy, is held separately from their own company assets. It's not fused together. So company goes bankrupt, your assets, your stocks are safe. It's a totally separate thing. So be it they use a custodian mindset or US they got what some central US depository like Singapore I think they also have also. But of course certain account like IBKR they are their own custodian. But like I said, it's a separate thing. IBKR stand alone, has their own assets. Your shares is held in another account. So most of the time, if the brokerage account goes bust, nothing will happen to the stock usually, okay? Sell down is stock earning do well. Yeah, correct. So I agree lah. I mean, the concept is that people always believe there's nothing wrong in taking profit, which is true. I mean, profit end of the day is still profit. So usually if there's a huge spike up, after that there will be usually some retracement, some setbacks, okay, because people want to take profit, and I think it's normal. I think it's very normal. I mean, who don't want money, right? Who don't want profit? Everyone, the whole idea of investing is to make money, have profit. That's why everyone is in the market. Why it's 10 o'clock? Okay. Actually, okay. So that's all for the options, okay? I won't speak further. Thanks. I mean, if you have any questions, just drop it there. Best if you drop in a message rather than you message me. Put in the chat is better. I answer, then everyone can learn also. Rather than, sometimes you all message me on TikTok, all these things. So just put in the chat is the best, okay? Like I said, questions, your thoughts, feel free to share. I also want to learn from you. Okay, it's actually 10 o'clock lah, so let me see if I can cover another last part before we call it a day, okay? I think can, okay, can. Okay, so this one actually I want to cover yesterday, but end up we don't have time, so give me just 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes, then we call it a day. Okay, because it's already 1 hour. Okay, so I want to share with you my current plan for my China stocks. Sorry, the screen disappeared. Let me see. Wait, why my screen disappear now? Okay, come back. Okay. So, okay, back to this screen. Okay, I'm on top. Okay, so, just to share with you my takes on the. Actually, no need. I guess. Okay, this is this. Okay, since this is a casual chat, okay, we don't keep staring at the options contract. Okay? Relax ourselves. Okay, last 5 minutes chit chat. So I'm going to share with you my take on my current China stocks. So I actually make a shorts on that lah. Long ago I said that I lost about $50,000 on China stocks. So I admit it is there, and I held for quite a few years. Till today, no signs of recovery. So I have to do something about it because there's a lot of lost opportunity. Back in the days, SPY was like what, $550, $600. If I have actualized my loss at that time and put in SPY now, put into SPY back then, by the time now SPY grown to what, from 550, 600 to 770 now. Okay, today is 770. I could have potentially recovered all my losses. Okay, if I've cut loss way earlier, except the 50k loss and put in SPY. Potentially okay, the exact math I didn't work out, but I could probably have recouped quite a bit of my losses. But I've been hoping that China can go back up, the dragon can come back again, but it didn't. So I make a post, some people give me some good suggestions, and I consider all factors that I might have to just take a loss, but I want to limit my loss. So I know Alibaba now is slowly climbing up to 120 if I'm not wrong, okay, from $90 back to 120. So I want to be very honest with you. Once Alibaba, hopefully, I'm not expecting to hit 180, okay, so maybe once Alibaba and other China stocks, okay, especially Alibaba, because I have a huge position in it, if we can hit back to 160 at least, I will liquidate 50% of the shares in Alibaba. Okay, that's my current plan. Okay, it may change, but I share with you upfront. 50% I'll liquidate. So my loss, hopefully, okay, I some other stocks are what? The ETF is called some FX I can't remember. FIXI, FX, and then MG China MSC or whatever. Okay, I remember I have 2 ETF and a few, Tencent and Alibaba. But my main position is in Alibaba. Okay, unfortunately. So Alibaba really cannot recover. So hopefully, instead of 50k loss, I can reduce my loss to about 20k, and then I will accept the loss, and then I move on, and then I will go for the US company instead. Okay, so hopefully, I mean, by cutting loss earlier and then investing into other more profitable ETF or even IWDA, I could hopefully long run recoup back my losses. So I want to share with you one big lesson I have learned. Okay, one big lesson I've learned. Okay, there's more I want to share actually, but because of time constraint, I cut it shorter. I just share with you one last point on this China stock. So remember, when the stock goes down, it can go down even further. Don't just because a company fundamental looks good and then you keep buying in as the price trend downwards. Remember, when price trend downwards, there's a good reason for it. Try to understand the reason behind before you average down non-stop. So that was the biggest mistake I made for this China stock, especially Alibaba. I can't remember my peak. I think I bought at 250 or 220, I can't remember. And I keep averaging down. And it is literally a bottomless pit. 150, oh no, 180, 150, 160. The lowest was what, $80, I can't remember. I just kept averaging down. And unfortunately, I know there was one point Alibaba recovered to 180. My losses was quite okay. I think back then when it recovered to 180, my losses was only like what, 15, 18 or 20k, I can't remember. So I could have sold at that point of time, but I didn't. I thought it could go up even higher, but it didn't. It started crashing down again. So just a quick one. So lesson learned, share with you. Okay, hard lesson actually. Don't keep averaging down just because the price is going down and the company fundamental is good. Rather, if you want to build more position, you limit yourself. Don't keep averaging now. Maybe just average about, okay, maybe just buy another like 20 shares and that's it. And then monitor. If it keeps going down, ask yourself, is it still worth it to buy or not? And once again, don't just look at company fundamentals. Look at the macroeconomics. Okay, I share some on the rationale. Okay, actually I want to talk more about the macro factors on these China stocks, but next time, okay, time constraint, okay, it's already 10:06. So you look at other macros, so not just geopolitical, fighting, also must look at the country governance, like, it's China CCP. They have a well-known habit of fining the companies, right? I remember they fine Alibaba very aggressively. Keep asking Alibaba to pay fine, monopoly, pay and pay and pay. Like monopoly, keep asking them to pay. Okay, some people call it a national duty, I know, because they got a common prosperity law. Okay, company who make money must cough out more to spread to the poor. Okay, like I said, I respect China for doing that, to help the community. Okay, hopefully the money goes to them so everyone benefit, no problem. But that means it's bad news for investor. Okay, it sucks for investor because you are taking money out from the company I invest in to distribute. So yeah, ethically, okay, it's good for the people, but objectively, it's bad for the investor. So I have to be very clear-cut and honest, transparent that because of all these issues, all the macroeconomic factors, you have to always take them into consideration when you invest in companies. So it is a good lesson learned, okay, but I share with you my moving forward plan on China stock. At this juncture, I hope to sell off. I mean, I will accept loss, but probably not at a 50k loss. I hope to be able to reduce the loss to 20k. But if it really remains suppressed for a very long time, I might just take the 50k loss and move on and invest in other companies because they probably could have given me a better return. Okay, so that's all for the China stock. Okay, China stock. If you have any comments about China stocks, let me know. Okay, I'm happy to hear more views. Or if you think China stocks could potentially recover, let me know also, because I also don't know what is the most concrete actions I want to take on my China stocks. They are still lingering there. Okay, I hope to sell, but the stock price is not really moving up. So if you have any suggestion on what I should do in my China stocks, let me know also. Okay, very happy to learn from you. By the way, if you are a huge investor in China stock or you believe in China stock, let me know also. I want to know your rationale and thought process behind why you so convinced in China stocks. Okay, let me just quickly see any other questions or what, then we can call it a day, okay? Wow, talk a lot today. I drink more water, sorry. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's also so I just want to highlight the stream is Monday to Thursday, okay? So we will be ending stream soon. So Monday to Thursday 9 p.m. time zone is GMT+8. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday no stream, but there might be some random bonus stream. So far I haven't do it okay, because I'm quite tired after Monday to Thursday. Plus I trade a lot of options, 1 DTE, and you know usually I work local time. My time I trade full time usually. So usually I start about 9:30, 10 o'clock, trade until like 4 a.m. our local time. Of course nowadays I'm trying to avoid doing that. I try to sleep earlier, open my position earlier because quite tiring to keep trading 1 DTE to be honest. So 1 day to expire option require a lot of effort. So I'm trying to cut down on that or maybe reduce, just shift out to 2 weekly better. So that's why Friday, Saturday, Sunday usually no stream. Okay, but there might be maybe one day I will do TikTok or Instagram or Facebook stream. Maybe TikTok because there's some requests to say, hey, stream on TikTok just chit chat about the country, the economy, or news, just chit chat. So I see how, but at this juncture, I will always prefer more to be on YouTube because I think I'm more used to it. So Monday to Thursday, today is the last stream of the week. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we see how. Likely no stream, but if there's a bonus stream, feel free to come and join us, be on YouTube or TikTok. Happy to see you there. And yeah, I'll probably see you all next week. Have a good weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I hope you have a good rest really, because I know if you are working, life is not easy. Every morning squeeze in public transport, evening come back squeeze in public transport. Every meal must rush here, rush there. Oh, not easy. So have a good rest, okay, all my friends. Thank you so much for dropping by. I appreciate you all saying hello, chit chat with me. Questions, just let me know. If you miss certain parts, can watch my VOD, okay? This video will always be uploaded after a few hours. The AI, I mean YouTube, will automatically process and then upload to the channel so you all can view it. It won't be hidden or whatever. You all can go and catch it. Okay? And let me see. Why don't you liquidate a portion and take time to indicate loss? Oh, a good idea, huh? Let me see. Okay. So Yaf, you are trying to say that maybe instead of taking a 50k loss now, I sell some, accept the 10 to 20k loss, use that money to go and do some other investment. Then the remaining China stock I still put there with the potential to recover. Is that what you mean? I think makes sense actually. Good idea, because I never really think about delaying my loss. I was thinking like just do a bulk sale, once it has recovered enough, and then I just empty all the stocks and then take a 20k loss. So maybe I think thanks for that suggestion. Yeah, really good. I think something I overlooked. So I will bear in mind, because if I sell now, it will be a bigger loss. If it goes up, my loss will be lesser. But maybe I can sell half. Maybe I can sell half first. I accept not say 50k loss. Maybe I sell half and accept a 25k loss first. Okay, around there. Okay, excellent. Then the remaining 25k, maybe there's a potential to go up, and then maybe by then the loss is only 5k. So I think that's something I can consider. Hey, thank you so much, Yaf, for your suggestion. Hey, have a great weekend, Yaf. Have a great weekend. Hey, copyright. Wow, copyright. I want to be honest. When I go back and see some of the chat, I realize I miss your comments sometime. Not because I don't want to reply you, because it doesn't appear in the chat. Then I see my OBS. How come got one person copyright speaking to me? So good to see you, copyright. Good to see you. Good to see you again. You too. I have a good weekend. And by the way, if you trade options, also let us know, copyright. Let us know your strategy, your position you have built. And if you trade options, do share with us also. Also hope you're making money. And yeah, hope to see you next week again, copyright. And let us know the shares you're holding, because I usually very interested to know what companies you're also buying, so I also can learn. Like I think some of you share me some of the energy sector, DCIR, AIPO, that kind, and I'm learning about it. So if you are into energy sector, you are knowledgeable on nuclear, clean energy, all this, also share with me please, because I see huge potential in the energy sector for the future AI and tech growth. Okay. Yes, because your aim is to cover your loss. Yeah, correct, you're right. I'm trying to recoup my loss. So hopefully the US market can give me that return to recoup that loss. Spot on, spot on. Long weekend. Happy National Day. Okay, I know some of you may not be Singaporean, but if you're Singaporean, just to share, National Day is on Monday, right? Sunday. I mean, okay, so the public holiday is on Monday. Okay, so in short, have a long weekend. Tomorrow is Friday already, so it's like a mini weekend. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So have a good rest. Wish you all a happy weekend and good public holiday and happy National Day, Singaporean. Happy National Day. Okay. Okay. See you all. Goodbye. Goodbye. Really, thanks for dropping by. I really happy to see you. Okay. Bye. 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 Take care. Take care. All the best.